I'll never understand humans. Poison side. All of you seem to welcome our lies, but you never like it when we tell the truth. The past is apparition. The future, a shifting illusion. Time is a trick. This moment is all there is. People are always complaining that life's not fair, but that simply isn't true. Life is extraordinarily fair. It's just not centered on you. Our whole life is a meditation of our last decision, the only decision that matters. He who is highly esteemed is not easily conspired against. A man may die, nations may rise and fall, but an idea lives on. Ideas have endurance without death. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. But memory is like plaster. Peel it back, and you just might find a completely different picture. The decision is your own voice, and opinion is the echo of someone else's voice. People who say that yesterday was better than today are ultimately devaluing their own existence. They blossomed. They did not talk about blossoming. Remember that you are only alive now. This is the only moment you have. Embrace it. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. It's amazing how easy the truth is to accept, no matter how strange. You can't have living without dying, so you can't call it living. What we got. We just are, we just be, like rocks beside the road. So we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. When we sense something, it is due to the movement of atoms in space. When I see the moon, it is because moon atoms penetrate my eye. I could agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. The nasty little apes that call themselves human beings can do nothing except run and hide. My happiness is not the means to any end. It is the end. It is its own goal. It is its own purpose. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and wiser people so full of doubts. Don't judge your success by what people think of you. You are your own success. Your determination and perseverance is what matters. Impossible things are really rough to do, you know. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything which happens in life. The Bible has noble poetry in it, and some good morals and a wealth of obscenity and upwards of 1,000 lies. The day you become old is the day you're not looking for new experiences anymore. But in the end, it's only a passing thing. The shadow, even darkness, must pass. There is something almost shocking in the notion of so chaste a function carrying this canny and hurly-burly in her womb. If you're reading this, congratulations, you're alive. If that's not something to smile about, then I don't know what is. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. Stand in the divine reign, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. The mind is a wonderful servant, but a terrible master. Dream big. Wake up. Take the first step into the unknown. The most important thing is this: to sacrifice what you are now for what you can become tomorrow. There is no tomorrow, and there was no yesterday. If you truly want to accomplish your goals, you must engulf yourself in today. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. Denying yourself a life of personal freedom is denying yourself of a life worth living. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Truth is a hard master and costly to serve, but it simplifies all problems. Dedicate yourself to what gives your life true meaning and purpose. Make a positive difference in someone's life. Faith is not belief in spite of evidence, but a life in scorn of the consequences. Happiness is not the absence of problems, it's the ability to deal with them. Never compete with someone who has nothing to lose. I was halfway across America, at the dividing line between the east of my youth and the west of my future. The right thing to do and the hard thing to do are usually the same. Doing what I like to do, the way I like to do it, makes me happy. It is better moving up to your goal and falling than not falling doing nothing. I can choose either to be a victim of the world or an adventurer in search of treasure. It's all a question of how I view my life. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. Even if there is a small lie in the truth you're telling, it will make the truth questionable. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. Those who are willing to be vulnerable move among mysteries. Root for others to win, and you will remain blessed. There is always room for more people to elevate. Amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us just get up and go to work. There are few reasons for telling the truth, but for lying the number is infinite. True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. Life is too short or too long for me to allow myself the luxury of living it so badly. In the cherry blossom shade there's no such thing as a stranger. Mankind is made of two kinds of people, wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. I believe in the fundamental truth of all great religions of the world. Kananji yang lalu, hadapi yang baru dengan penikeziakaran. I have never known any distress that an hour's reading did not relieve. Pull up a chair. Take a taste. Come join us. Life is so endlessly delicious. It's easier to fake it. When you fake it for 16 years, it becomes part of you, something you don't think about. In the end, you have to choose whether or not to trust someone. Opportunity is missed by most people because it is dressed in overalls and looks like work. That's the thing about life. A lot of the time, it isn't easy at all. We just have to try to make the best of it. In one drop of water are found all the secrets of all the oceans. In one aspect of you are found all the aspects of existence. It is when those who are not strong enough have made some moderate amount of progress that they fail and give up. Every man has his secret sorrows which the world knows not, and oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Ethical veganism represents a commitment to nonviolence. A room without books is like a body without a soul. Nothing that happens to you is meant to be. The only thing about you that was meant to be is you. Blaze your own trail. You're thinking about something, and it makes you forget to talk. Do your own thing on your own terms and get what you came here for. I never could bear the idea of anyone's expecting something from me. It always made me want to do just the opposite. Truth is confirmed by inspection and delay, falsehood by haste and uncertainty. Comedy aims at representing men as worse. Tragedy is better than an actual life. When you want something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. How much I missed, simply because I was afraid of missing it. Kant thought things, not because they were true, but because he was Kant. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Disinformation is you have to notice the truth in order to be able to avoid it. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. At the end of my life, I want every page to be filled with Jesus making much of his beauty only legacy. There's nothing more inspiring than a person's courage to heal. There is force in the universe, which, if we permit it, will flow through us and produce miraculous results. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. If a man is to live, he must be all alive, body, soul, mind, heart, spirit. Everyone has his own reality in which, if one is not too cautious, timid, or frightened, one swims. This is the only reality there is. Sometimes you just have to jump out the window and grow wings on the way down. The only person who can pull me down is myself, and I'm not going to let myself pull me down anymore. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment.